What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Breakthrough Bureau. Today we're going to be talking about the Coinbase Debit Card and how to earn 4% cash back on all your purchases, essentially without restrictions. So we're going to talk through the pros. Also going to talk through, I won't say cons, but we'll say nitpicks. And things if I had to pick something out, what I would say about the card. And then lastly, I'll have a quick walkthrough, some additional takeaways rather, that I think will benefit you. So without further ado, let's dive right in.
All right, so diving into the pros, the first and probably the most important one is that Coinbase Debit Card gives you 4% cash back on every single one of your purchases. And that's an incredibly powerful benefit because a lot of times, as you guys know, or may not know, is that when you have credit card and some of these other cards, there's always kind of these restrictions on the categories and all these little nuances that you have to try to remember or do in order to make sure you get that full cash back, which usually isn't, even 4%. Usually it's somewhere 1, 2, or maybe a 3% up to a cap. And all this kind of confusing nuance. Whereas with the Coinbase card, I would say 99% of your purchases are going to qualify for the 4% cash back. Now, how does that work? The 4% cash back is essentially credited back to you in the form of 4 different cryptocurrencies. That list includes XLM, the Graph, Rally, and let me look at my notes, and AMP. So those are the 4 you're able to get that 4% cash back on. And then you also have the option, if you choose to, I don't really know why you would, but you can do 1% back in Bitcoin. You can also do 1% back in Ethereum, DAI, and Dogecoin. So personally, I do the 4% back options. Worst case, I could just sell those if I really wanted access to the cash or if I wanted to buy one of those other cryptocurrencies. But keep in mind, I don't quite understand the legality or the tax implications of if you're constantly selling your rewards. And the research I've done has indicated that is a gray area as it stands today. So do keep that in mind if you decide to go the route of selling your rewards. But regardless, that is an incredible benefit because, again, 4% cash back on your grocery shopping, paying your cell phone bill, Christmas shopping, buying gas. I mean, just about anything you can think of. Being able to get 4% back is incredibly powerful. So that's the first benefit. Benefit number 2, like I mentioned, is the very minimal restrictions. I kind of already touched on this in number 1. But again, you simply don't have to worry every time you're out swiping your card if it's in this category, if you're at this certain cap. You just swipe away for the most part and you're going to get those reward points credited back to you. So incredible benefit there. The third, no forced kind of redemption options. What do I mean by that? So a lot of times with credit card rewards points and some of these other rewards programs, while you do get 2-3%, maybe even more, you can only redeem those points in kind of these pre-designed or pre-designated avenues, such as hotels or car rentals or just some random thing, or shopping at some retailer that maybe you don't even shop at. So you're trying to figure out, okay, well, maybe I can get a gift card, sell it off, and do some of these other random things. Whereas with the Coinbase card, again, you get it cash back to you in crypto. Now you can either hold on to that crypto, sell it, get the cash, and now you're spending your dollars wherever you decide you want to spend your money. So I love that particular feature and the benefit as opposed to some of these other things. Number 4, there's no credit check because it's a debit card. So I know I'm referencing Coinbase a lot of times and comparing it to a credit card, where with credit card, obviously you have to get your credit checked, and for a number of reasons, maybe you guys don't really want to do that. And maybe you do, but regardless, for a debit card to essentially be competing with the credit card, with the exception that you have to load it with your own funds, I would say the Coinbase card blows away most credit cards that I've seen. Obviously, I'm not a big credit card user. I've only had maybe 3 or 4, and I tried the reward systems, but then I found this Coinbase debit card, and I said, well, there's no real need for me to use any of these credit cards anymore. So again, no credit check, great benefit. You load it up with your own funds and get to spending. All right, diving into some of the cons, and I use that term loosely because I would more so say these are nitpick items as opposed to real cons. So number one, that would be that there's a $2,500 spending limit. Again, I don't really view that as a con because the average person, in my opinion, is not spending $2,500 per day. So there may be some higher spenders that, that threshold is too low. In that case, they could certainly view that as a con on the Coinbase card. So that's number one. Number two, again, more of a nitpick to me. There's no kind of intelligence reporting. So what I mean by that is a lot of times with some of your banking applications, mobile platforms, or websites, or whatever you utilize, a lot of times there's an inclusion of these other spending categories that your purchases are in. Here's a snapshot, here's a view that you can utilize, so on and so forth. Personally, I'm not going to my debit card provider for the most part, or credit card company provider, to give me those services. I do that manually with my own budget, track my own spending, and kind of have my own way of doing that. So personally, I don't think that's a con, but I do want to make sure you guys are aware in the Coinbase app, there isn't really anything that showcases, kind of your spending trends or any type of transaction intelligence. Well, if you guys enjoyed this video and it provides you with a breakthrough or just some insight that can help you get to close to the next big breakthrough, certainly like, comment, subscribe. You found this helpful. Every little bit helps, and we'll see you at the next one. Peace. All right, welcome to the Breakthrough Bureau. Check this out. This ain't got to be complicated, man. I made that long video for people that want the detail. Simplest version of this is if you could spend 100% or you could spend 96%. Which one would you pick? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Breakthrough Bureau. As always, I hope these videos are helpful, provide value, and are entertaining as well. With that being said, thank you again for your support. Looking forward to the next episode. And as always, let's continue to learn, grow, and again, have fun together.